Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the All For You demo. Last time we hung out a bit with Cindy in the science wing, and we finished the demo. Or did we? Now where'd my save file go? Oh well, might as well start a new game.
Senpai,
Wait, who in the holy
大事
heck
な
are
話
you?
が
Say it.
長い間一緒にお仕事させていただいて、先輩にはとても感謝しています。誰よりも。それ、
Say it.
もうすぐ卒業だからお伝えしようと思って。
Come on!
私。
Okay, seriously. Why did my character change from I to this girl? Oh well, let's just push that aside for a moment. The change in girl in the game is not why we're here today. Perfect. Now I can start another girl's part tomorrow. And yes, indeed, love is difficult to find. But sometimes it has ways of surprising you. Okay, I swear to God, this was not there before. Okay, what is going on here? I almost became lost enough to ignore the sound of quick rolling wheels skating across the brick cement sidewalk behind me.
Yes! Slow down! Look out!
Yes, indeed, look out again! The sound of shouts behind me forced me to turn my head and saw a pair of girls skating down the sidewalk towards me. The girl in the wheelchair was frightened beyond compare, while the girl guiding her chair was grinning from ear to ear. Holy crap! Jumping out of the way onto the grass, I see her wide-eyed as the girl in the wheelchair was being forced forward and was sprinting speed across the cement by a much taller woman in casual sportswear.
Huh? Hey, I know you! Wait!
Wait, what? Huh? All of a sudden, the wheelchair was brought to a screeching halt. The girl in the sports clothes stared at me with a raised eyebrow as the girl in the wheelchair let her gaze burn into mine in familiarity. Can I help you?
I know you somehow.
Huh? You know this person? Do you know her?
Maybe. I examined the girl in the wheelchair, unsure of why she thought she knew me. I wasn't new to the neighborhood, so maybe she had seen me somewhere before. However, I couldn't recognize her. Huh. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met. The look on the girl's face continued to flare with irritated concentration, like she was trying to find something that was bothering her on my face.
Sydney, we gotta go. I got practice soon, and you gotta get a head start on that science project thing you're working on.
Okay. Sorry about that.
At last, the girl named Sydney smiled and waved her hand through the air, attempting to wave off her thoughts physically. The sports girl, however, crouched down and raced forward, building back up to the speed they were rushing at before.
Oh, not again!
Yes, again! Okay, something weird's going on here. Does it have to do with the fact that I played through Sydney's route of the demo? Is this going to be a feature of the full game? Oh my god, this is really confusing.
So, mind your manners.
The first entrance is always the craziest. Even after meeting the dean and arranging my schedule, the first step into a new classroom was by far the scariest part of being a new student. Who knew what the others would think of you? Without hearing a word, you were already doomed to be judged based on how you looked or how your face painted your expression. You had to be confident but humble at the same time, prepare for the worst thoughts and ideas about you to appear in everyone's minds. If you spent too much time on it, the thoughts of the first impressions you gave would turn you into a recluse. Still, I had to step in. I walked into the classroom and looked at the other students in the room, interested to see who I would be spending my 2 weeks with. To my surprise, I recognized a handful of faces. Instantly, my eyes spotted the girls I had seen before even entering the school. Each of them stared at me and returned to my gaze as I mentally recollected each of them. What caught my attention was Sydney, who was anchored at the side of the room, staring at me in surprise. While I was surprised to see her in my class, the expression on her face seemed to be on the extreme end of shock. Okay, seriously, what is going on here? I mean, seriously. Just because I played through Sydney's route at the demo earlier? Seriously, what is going on here? Before I could do anything to silently respond, however, Sydney rubbed her eyes and shot her gaze to her custom desk, scribbling notes on a piece of paper. What was up with her? I don't know, maybe a strong sense of deja vu? Walking to class after the tour became almost a daunting task. How did the school manage to be so huge? Despite this, I continued on. I marched down the hall before noticing a large jock handing a large textbook to a familiar red-headed girl rolling down the hall.
Thanks for lending me your science book, Sydney.
Okay, this definitely did not happen earlier. And why am I not hearing a voice from Sydney's mouth? I guess I'm gonna have to do the voice. No problem. I watched as Sydney placed the book on her lap and waved to Jacques slightly, watching him leave. However, her gaze wandered to me as she turned in her chair, pausing to stare at me. I can only stare back as she concentrated solely on looking at me. Her head tilted slightly and her eyebrows furrowed in thought, almost causing me to do the same. After a second, Sydney quickly turned her chair and continued down the hall, lowering her head towards her lap to break our gaze battle. What the heck was that about? Okay then. Images of Sydney popped into my mind, her studious gaze at me and wondering who I was. How the heck could she have known me? I shook my head. If I wanted to make friends, then I would let my gut guide me into doing so. But, on this note, Michaela, how did you do this? I've got to know. And here we have Sydney and Latifah again. The two girls I had seen the morning before and in class rushed up to me, the athletic girl pushing the girl in the wheelchair forward to line up with my side.
Good morning, Riley.
Good morning.
What were you thinking about over here? You looked pretty deep in it.
Oh, nothing important. There was no way I was going to tell her that I was thinking about a visual novel. If she had even heard of them, she'd probably been to the porn.
Looked kinda important by the look on your face.
Is it embarrassing? That's fine. We won't push things, right, Latifah?
It's not embarrassing. I was just thinking about a video game character.
Are they from a visual novel?
Sydney! Oh my god. Huh? How'd you guess? Yeah, cherry blossoms.
Really? I wanted to play that one, but it isn't in English yet. Do you know Japanese?
I just got a fan patch for it.
There's a patch out already?
Indeed there is. Well, it's not perfect yet. Some of the interface is still in Japanese, but it's easy to work out.
I'll have to look into that when I get home.
You had to tell her that. She was supposed to play Battle Mech Warfare tonight, and now she'll just be doing that mess. I need support, damn it! No one ever picks a healer.
Sorry, I'll play with you first, okay?
You better.
Seriously, Michaela, how did you do this? I need to know.
Entirely different in another thread of time.
Okay, I was kind of late in pressing the record button at this part, but jeez. Do something entirely different? That's rich.
At the same time, what if the choices we made in one thread affected another? That would prove the theory to be correct.
The more I listened, the more unrealistic the lesson became. Was this really what public school students learned? Before I could think further, a piece of paper silently skidded across the top of my desk into my view. It was folded up and didn't seem out of the ordinary for a note. Was it for me? Looking around, no one seemed to be interested in what was going on with me, so I couldn't tell who sent it and how. Still, I was too curious for my own good. I unfolded the piece of paper, unsure of what to expect. Help me with something in the science lab after lunch? Something sent a nervous shiver down my spine. Who was asking me to help them? Why did they want my help?
Riley?
Yes?
Since you seem to be disinterested in the lesson, I'm going to assume you know what theory I was describing. Can you enlighten the class as to what the theory is?
Crap, I landed myself in hot water. What the heck was the teacher talking about? It's the quantum theory, right? It's gotta be. Chuckles and giggles erupted around me from my answer. I answered incorrectly, didn't I?
No, it's not quantum theory. Please pay attention.
Then it's the multiverse one, right? Yes, sir. At least the teacher didn't notice that I was reading a note. Michaela, seriously, how did you do this? I've got to know. And here we have the all-important choice. But there was that one thing. That one time that I picked the science wing, and then we were given a note about going to the science wing to help someone do something. And I know who that someone is, but... God. I want to try going down another route, but considering how this game is, I feel kind of guilty not going to the science wing. Should I go or should I not? You know what? I want to see how going to the track will affect it. But that recording will be done later. I'll be right back. Yep, to the track it is. I was in a new place. I felt my curiosity to explore take over as I left the cafeteria and made my way down the hall. One place caught my attention, for it was located outside and was accessible to students. The track. How the school managed to allow students to go outside of the building during school hours was beyond me, but at least it was a chance to get out of the school for a bit and get some fresh air. I made my way out of the doors and gazed at the entire field. A large track circled around a nicely built tennis court where someone was already utilizing its space. Oh, hey, Latifah. To my surprise, she was the only one there. The girl was doing stretches on the ground, stretching her legs and practically covering her feet with her hands. I couldn't even touch my toes without feeling my spine quaking. I recognized her from the morning commute and from classes, but I couldn't recall actually getting personally acquainted. Did she ever tell me her name? She seemed pretty flexible, and from the looks of it, she was gearing up for a jog around the track. As she noticed me, however, she stopped and stood up.
Huh? Hey!
Hey. Oh, hi. I felt myself naturally walk over, having already been noticed and called out. I didn't want to disturb her, but at least she seemed friendly.
You're the new kid, right? Riley?
Yep. Did she seriously forget my face and name? Then again, I didn't recall her ever using it. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Name's Latifah. What brings you to the tennis court?
I thought this was a track, not a tennis court. Oh, well, I was just kind of checking out the school since it's my lunch break and stuff. The track looks pretty nice.
Yeah, this track's actually pretty new. A gift from the district, you know? We've been beating out the other schools in sports, so getting this track was well-deserved.
Well-deserved indeed. Oh wow, that's cool. From the heartfelt look on her face, I could tell that Latifah had some involvement in the hard work the sports teams put into getting the track. Still, I could tell that she wasn't a snob. A snob wouldn't have let me anywhere near the track, much less near her. Latifah crossed her arms and looked up and down at my form. I stared back at her in confusion. What was she looking for on my body? Maybe something Sydney might have recognized for me? Finally, she gave me a toothy grin and jabbed her thumb towards the tennis equipment set behind her.
Hey, since you're out here, wanna play some tennis with me? My usual partner's focusing on studying for her finals, so I need someone to play against.
I think I know who that usual partner is. I don't know why, but I felt a little bold. I was rather curious how skilled this girl might be, and seeing her performance in action firsthand seemed like the best way to figure out just how much her skills backed up her pride. With a grin of my own, I nodded and began to walk to the equipment, picking up the first tennis racket I could take, and almost sauntering over to the other side of the net. Sure, you're on. Latifah must have been surprised. She stared dumbfounded for a small second at me before laughing and rushing over to grab a racket of her own and the ball. Ooh, we got another CG! And this one looks nice too. We got Latifah with her tennis racket, playing tennis. And well, putting in the sound effect there. After a few moments, our game finally began. I have to admit, she was a tough player. Every hit was precise enough to land the ball in very tricky spots on my side of the court. I don't know how I managed to keep up. Maybe it was my inner determination to keep me going that kept me going, but I managed to put up a good fight, landing some hits of my own. We kept going until the bell rang, leaving us both exhausted, but with Latifah the winner. A part of me hoped to see her again. Maybe I could later in the next 2 weeks I was here. As I walked to my next class, however, I couldn't help but notice students stepping away from me as they looked down the hall behind me. What was up? Did I stink or something? It could be the sweaty smell. The smelly smell of something that smells sweaty, that is sweat. But either way, I don't think this is something from the original route. Just to calm myself down, I tried to see if they were staring at anything coming up behind me. It's Sydney. Towards the end of the corridor was Sydney in her wheelchair, moving along the hall with an enigmatic face. Her focus was on me, but why? Sydney rolled up behind me and arched around to my side. Luckily, her fellow students were kind enough to make space for her, but why would she need to come up to me?
Hello.
Hello. Hi? Sydney eventually stopped and leaned back in her chair, giving me a soft smile. I felt a slight ease, but I was still curious as to what she wanted from me.
I have a question, if you don't mind me asking it.
Sure, what is it?
Is this really your first time at Taylor Wright?
Well, that could depend. I didn't understand. I had gone to a private school before I came here. Sure, I had passed by the school a couple of times, but I never stopped beyond the front gates into it, so there was no way for me to have a first time before today. I shook my head, earning a small grimace from Sydney. She proceeded to rub her chin and gaze down at her lap and thought.
That's odd. I swear I've seen you before, but how could that be if this is your first time here?
I was slightly weirded out, but I remained standing there, not wanting to be rude and blow her off if she had any more questions. Sydney eventually just shook her head and nodded up at me.
I'm sorry. I won't take up your time. My name is Sydney. Please let me know if you need any help in classes.
Thank you. I wasn't really sure what to say. Regardless, I nodded back to Sydney and watched her roll forward down the hall towards the science wing. Seriously, how does Michaela do it? Okay, so I just skipped to the end, and both Latifah and Sydney are here. What caught my attention was Sydney, who was holding her pen in a nervous grip while she stared at me in expectation. I had to make a choice. Everyone slowly began to move, but time seemed to almost freeze for me. It was like some sort of deity or string of fate wanted to know. Who was I going to choose?
I'm soaring high in the sky, how I long to share with
And here we go to the
you these
opening again,
feelings
but
I
this
keep-
time I'm gonna skip it. No matter how good the song is.
Child,
Huh? What's going on here?
you are in more danger than you think. For now, I can protect you. But should you persist, I will not be able to stop fate. You have been warned.
I have been warned indeed. You know what? I know I haven't played through the rest of the Girls' Sprouts yet for the demo, but I think I'm gonna wait for the actual game to come out to do the rest. Then I'll play from the beginning, and I'll find out what happens from there. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to give a like, and see ya in the next video. Yeah, see ya.